Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Highlander Limited all-wheel drive in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front here, underneath the hood you have a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine. Automatic transmission gets up to 265 horsepower, 310 pound-foot of torque. When fully equipped, you have a towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front, LED headlights, custom daytime running lights, fog lights down below. Across your front bumper, you have these little round nodules. These are your front parking sensors. As we go along to the side here, we have 20-inch alloy wheels. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and pedal lamps underneath. And on both of your front handles, we'll find these two double lines. We'll talk about that more on the driver's side. As you move back, all of your rear windows do come with factory tinting, and looking up top, we have silver roof rails. Approaching the back here across your rear bumper, we have backup parking sensors. Left-hand side, you have your Highlander badge. Right-hand side, you have your limited all-wheel drive trim level badge. And then underneath your rear logo is your backup camera. This is where you also go to release your power trunk. Reach under the logo, press the button, and it should automatically raise up for you. Inside, we have both a second and third row seating. They both have 60-40 splits on the left-hand side, meaning that this left side is able to move separately from the right. As you can see in the third row section, we have that left side seat laid down flat. You can do this by releasing the handles on the top outside corners in any one of the four sectors here. And to bring it up, there is a little strap to grab onto to raise it upwards. A little bit easier and slightly different up front. We'll talk about that in a minute. For your third row occupants, we do have plenty of cup holder and storage spaces. And this a big piece of plastic back here. This is your Highlander carpeted mat in its original factory packaging. Throughout the back here, we do have the JBL speaker sound system. One of them is present in the back. Storage space, right-hand side, is where you have your battery accessible to you and toolkit. If you're looking for additional space or for your spare tire, simply reach down and pull up this little tab. Underneath of your false floor, you will find everything you need, and behind this, where you see the orange, there are instructions showing you how to access your spare tire through this porthole. Across the back of this long black piece is your interior cargo cover. That installs into these little nooks that you'll find one of on each side. It will stretch all the way across the back here and then can extend outwards, locking into place on these little hooks on either side, helping to keep private anything you have stored in the back from any prying eyes. To close up your space here, there is optional kick sensor. You can reach up to the right hand handle, or you can just press the electronic button. Next, let's take a look at the inside. So inside here, your interior upholstery is the black leatherette with black stitching. Second row seat occupants have access to the folding down armrests / cup holders. These easily fold away to increase your seating capacity. Then looking up overhead, you have panoramic moonroof up top. On the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, there is pouch storage. Back of your console, you have your third section air conditioning control panel. This obviously can be controlled from the back here or can be controlled from up front. We'll talk about that more in a minute. Down below is where you have all of your charger options, and we currently have the Highlander rubber mats throughout this unit. On the side of the seat is where you'll find more adjustments to move your seat around, including laying it down flat and moving it back and forth in order to give a clear path of travel to your third row seats. Inside your door, we have our first look at the wood trim paneling that you'll find throughout this unit. Plenty of storage spaces, and we have the built-in sunshade. So this unhooks from the bottom, goes all the way up top, and sits up there. Helps to keep the sun out of everybody's eyes without impeding on the view. And of course, just as easily, this unhooks, goes all the way back down, and is completely flush with your door frame. Now back again to these two double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can just tap your hand here to lock and unlock. Inside your driver's door, more wood paneling. You can find this all throughout the front cab space. Next to your handle is your memory seat settings. Then you have side mirror controls. On the left, this allows you to move your mirrors in flat with the body of your unit. This can be done automatically with locking and unlocking, or you can manipulate these by yourself in order to move them around at command. Then you have your window lock, your power lock system, and your automatic window controls, power windows for front and back, metallic highlights, storage spaces, JBL speaker system. Down below, of course, electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, lumbar support. You've got hood and gas release on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Then you have a little storage compartment. Next is your automatic headlamps, power trunk release, your heated leather steering wheel, and automatic start-stop. Up top, odometer trip and dash brightness controls. Taking a look at your steering wheel here, left-hand side controls for the dash display. Then you've got your hands-free communication volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, including sonar and lane departure. In the middle here is your 12.3-inch infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at your optional navigation screen. You can choose to connect this through Toyota Connected Services. Underneath that, you've got your audio listening, so AM, FM, satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters as well. Next is your phone connectivity, then your vehicle information, so trip info, as well as a climate display, front, rear, and additional options. So that includes Eco Heat Cool and Rear De-icer. All the way at the bottom is all of your personalization and settings. So you've got your personal profile, Bluetooth connectivity, notifications, Wi-Fi display, voice search, software updates, etc. Underneath, we've got the climate control center. We have dual climate control up front here, so that means that the driver and front passenger can have their own unique temperature settings, or you can have everything synced up to work together in unison. You can have just the front working together, you can have the whole unit, you can adjust it in quite a few different ways so that everybody always is at the perfect temperature for their liking. We also, as we said, have the controls for that rear climate display too. On either side, you'll also find 3 variant levels for both heated and cooled seats, green for cool, orange for heat. In the middle, you've got your 4-ways, then you've got your push start ignition. Storage spaces the whole way across the front end here with more black leather and black stitching as well as metallic highlights. In the middle, you'll also notice this black pad with a glowing green dot. This is a wireless charging pad. It is compatible with all wireless charging devices. Nice thing about popping your phone down in there is there are bumpers all the way across the front and sides, and it is an inset tray design, so your phone's not going to go flying out when you go and hit the road and go traveling, but you can still have a clear line of sight to your phone for any notifications coming in and out. Underneath that, storage on the left, chargers on the right, including 12-volt adapter. More wood grain trim all throughout the middle. You've got your cup holders, gear shift, and all of your terrain selects, so drive modes, sport, normal, and eco, mud and sand to rock and dirt, and then normal. Right hand side, you have your parking brakes, downhill assist, snow, and traction control. In the back is the console space. This slides open, has an independent tray up top, and additional chargers down below. Then looking over top of yourself, 1, 2, and 3 dots here, those are your garage door openers. Then you've got your sunglasses compartment, SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and the controls for your panoramic moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Highlander Limited all-wheel drive in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automobile Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.